How are we doing? How are we doing there, boys and girls? Probably very little boys and even less girls, just because we don't have a huge following for these. I'm trying to share this over here. Come on. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Awesome. Possum. Great. All right, let's get into this. I'm pretty tired. Okay, so this is actually quite funny. So I make this, I say this all the time. Trading 5 terrible days for 2 good days is never good, right? Like if you're at a job and you hate it, and there's a lot of people out there that do, and they just trade their time for money, and then they go and they have a great weekend. Terrible, terrible thing. It's not as common, but happens to me. Actually, this is not completely true, but it is to a certain extent. Like I have 5 really good days where I'm like getting stuff done and cranking stuff out, and again, like I'm editing a lot of video and stuff like that, which is time consuming and difficult. And it's not exactly what I want to do, but it's definitely in the ballpark of like getting things moved along. But I have 5 good days of like productivity and things that I like to do and things that I've built, right? And working on those things. And then I have 2 days where it's like working at the restaurant, my grandma's restaurant, and it's like, it's just terrible. Like I don't want to do it. I mean, it's not really the job. Like it's whatever. Like it's not a bad place to work, but I'm saying like, I don't want to be there is what I'm saying. I'm writing a story right now, actually, on my site about like the biography and everything of what I've done, and it's been a huge impact on me. I would not take anything, like I wouldn't trade it for anything. Like working there, I've learned so much. I'm not an idiot. Like I really appreciate it, but I just don't want to be there anymore. So that is what my weekend normally consists of is working there in the beginning of the, like from 8 to 2 every Saturday and Sunday, and that's tough. So that's what I mean is like, trading 5 bad days for 2 good days, like a 9 to 5 regular type shit thing, not very good. But at the same time, right now, I'm kind of trading like 5 good days for 2 bad days. Hope to get that to 7 solid days here pretty soon. I think that would be great. But that being said, didn't stream yesterday. I've literally, I got off the stream on Friday night. I think I streamed Friday night, and I've not stopped. I mean, I slept, but I have not stopped, like, other than that. So let's get into it. There's not a lot of things, and I'm actually kind of tired right now, so I don't know how long we'll be on, but a couple things here I want to go over, and we'll chat about it. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. So I worked at Ray's, like I said. Whatever, it's I go there and I do what I have to do and I get out of there. But then I filmed episode 58 or 59. I'm not sure what order they're going to be in yet, but I filmed an episode of FBP. And if you're not sure what FBP is, you should go check it out. I will leave a link to our website in the chat here. Go check out the podcast. Go check out the YouTube channel. Everything is put on YouTube. And actually, big announcement the other day as well. I think I mentioned it. We are now also, I need to add another one to this list. We are on Amazon Music. So that is dope. We're one of the first ones on there. There's a lot of people on there, but we're one of the first, like on day 1 we were there. So that's awesome. So I filmed that episode, new episode of FBP. Great episode, great conversation. A director, video producer, videographer, the whole shebang. Buddy of mine that I went to high school with, so I'm super excited to release that one. Don't have a time frame on that yet, but that will be up shortly. And then like I literally did that and went to work, came home, set up for that, did it, tore everything down, ate some Chipotle, and was like, fuck this, I'm going to sleep. So, and I was like at like 9 o'clock. So I fell asleep and then woke up at like 6 a.m., did it again, went to Ray's, came home, left early, came home, filmed at 3 p.m., another episode, Powerlifter. Sorry, completely wrong. Bodybuilder, good friend of mine, and it was a tremendous conversation. Talked about a lot of good stuff, on and off the air, so I'm very happy about that. I love these connections. I love these conversations I'm having. It's fucking phenomenal. I'm so happy that I did this. I'm a little tired of doing the ancillary things just because it's a lot of work, but it's definitely worth it. And long term, I think it's going to be absolutely just fucking awesome. So I'm very happy about it. And then I did a fuck ton of consulting. So like after I got off the phone, or after I got off out of the podcast there, I'd help my parents. We kind of covered the pool and some shit and did a couple things outside. But then I came inside and I was like, oh fuck, I forgot I was actually late for a call, and consulted one of my buddies again that I've known, and he's trying to start up his own business. I think I talked about this the other day, and so this is interesting though. I'm not gonna say any names or anything, but I'm gonna give this scenario because I think it's important to document this. So I build WordPress websites through Find It Tech. I build WordPress websites built on like e-commerce, e-commerce. The e-commerce sites are built via WordPress using WooCommerce. And that is all. You don't really need to know like the details of that necessarily, but basically there's ways to build an e-commerce site that you make money from, right, and sell shit. And there's Wix, there's Squarespace, there's Shopify, and I build it through WordPress and WooCommerce. It's probably a steeper learning curve if you're going to do it yourself, or if you're going to, try to manage it yourself as somebody that's not a web developer. I like it because I do it and I know it, but like I had this conversation initially with my buddy, and I was like, yeah, we could probably do this, and get this to work. And then I was like, I had some more conversations, did some more research, and I was like, this probably isn't the best bet. So I actually consulted him not against using me, because that wasn't really the discussion, but like just using my type of platform. I went against it because they just wanted like a store where they could buy stuff, or people could buy things and it would just work. And I was like, you know what? If you just want that, then you should probably just go with something a lot more simpler and a lot more intuitive and a lot more user friendly, and just pop it up like this. So I actually played around with Shopify. Great platform. I used to be a Shopify like snob, like a skeptic, right? And I was like, nah, this is like you can't build good websites with this. Well, there's a lot of good websites. There's a lot of good themes. There's a lot of good things like that are out there. Some of it is paid. Like you can get, you can get like, I would say like 80% of the way there for $30 a month. And then the last 20% could absolutely cost you money, like a lot more money if you wanted to do it. So, but I was really impressed with what you got for free though. Honestly, I have to say. Was really impressed. Now, the thing that to note though is that I don't know how the apps work. I don't know how integrations work. But like, if you just want a store, Shopify is probably your way to go. And I have no problem saying that anymore. I don't think I'm taking business away from myself. I might even try to make that into a business more. But if I needed to throw something up there real quick, probably Shopify would be the way to go. That being said, Fuel by Progress. My site, everything else that I do is not going to be built on Shopify because I want more customization. I want more like opportunity to do different things and experiment with different things and customize and do whatever the hell I want. And that's something that I'm comfortable with. But that being said, I advised this dude against that. And then what I did was I was like, okay, well, they have a free trial. So here's what I want to do for you. I want to help you go through this. It also benefited me. I'm not going to lie, because I was able to learn the platform a little bit more just from going through it. So we went through it and we were on the phone for about 2 hours talking about that and like trying to like get different things going, like style different things and kind of set up the site a little bit. And then also set up a supplier, like so for instance, Printful, where you can make on-demand t-shirts and sell them, and you can integrate that directly with your store. So we went through that as well, and we integrated it. We actually got like a product to show up on the site, which was dope. So I'm very happy about that. Did a lot of consulting, like I said there, and it was just a good experience. Like I learned a lot. I know he learned a lot, and I think that it was a good recommendation. I think that it's intuitive enough, and it's like, I don't know, it's just very user friendly. It's a good platform. Like I said, there's a $30 a month fee, which I'm never super happy about when I think of like monthly recurring fees like that. But honest to God, like that's a great value. Like it's a great value for what you're getting. Everything's rolled in there. I just think that it's a very good option. So that's my kind of 2 cents on Shopify. And then I consulted with another buddy of mine. He's doing a project, and I was telling him a lot about WordPress, like so blog posting and stuff like that. I was going through and having some discussions about how to lay things out, how to template things, how to make things a lot easier. And I just enjoyed it thoroughly. It was a really good time, and I just love teaching people that stuff. I would love to do more of that. I would love to do more teaching about WordPress, but also like websites in general. That's not the content that I'm focusing on right now, which is I can't do everything. It's basically what it comes down to. So I don't know, but I would love to do that. That space is very interesting to me, and I enjoy making websites. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll make some content one day on that. I don't know. It was definitely an idea for Find a Tech, because I'd much rather educate people than build a bunch of websites. I do like building websites for other people, but it's tough because like you want to make sure that they want something, and that's actually a really good segue into whatever this topic was that I wrote down yesterday. So the idea of not being perfect with web design, like today's website does not need to be as good of an experience for the client as 3 years from now. But what is important is that everyone you learn and build from a new before. So this is kind of the idea that I had. I think I formed this from the consulting that I did, and then also just like the stuff that I have that I'm doing personally is like, it's with everything though, but like a website specifically, it doesn't need to be perfect, and there's no like it's a ridiculous expectation, and the user doesn't need to have as good of an experience today as they could 3 iterations from now. Like you just need to be as good as you can, and with every single iteration you're learning more and more, and hopefully making it better. So I don't know, I think it's just something to remember, because I always am like, well, I should do this and this. I'm like, no, just fucking do it. Just put something out there and then edit it. Like, not to mention, it's so much easier, at least for me, it's so much easier to see something and figure out why it's not working or why it's bad or what can be improved than it is to like try to think of a perfect solution off like just seeing nothing. So yeah, that's a very important lesson. And I just need to make sure that I continue to remember it. So, but yeah, that's super important. Anything else big? One huge thing is I absolutely need to start focusing on obviously making money, which I say every time, but like specifically in this case, I'm gonna make it specific this time. I need to start thinking about how I'm gonna monetize my time. Not saying that like I want to charge every single person for like any fucking ounce of time that I give them, but like I feel like today would have been a really good idea. Like, for instance, like if I have this fucking thing on my nail. I don't know. It's like a little piece of skin, but oh well. Gross. What I'm saying is like I feel like today would have been like a really good day to like make some money from consulting. Now I'm not saying that I should have charged the people that I consulted with. That's not necessarily what I'm saying. They were friends, but I need to do something where it's like there's a certain threshold. Like if like you come to me randomly and you're some person that like, I'm going to answer your questions, but like if you want one-on-one time, like on the phone or like a sit down type thing, I need to get somehow compensated for that, because that's one of the reasons I get like, that's one of the reasons that the restaurant kills me. It's because like, I know I could be doing other things. Like I know I could be doing things in that time period, and also it fucks up my sleep schedule, but I know I could be doing things to better these businesses. Would I be making money right now if I was like not working there? Like if I was working on my stuff instead of going to the restaurant, would I be making money like doing these things like content, stuff like that? Well, maybe not directly right now, but it's still all building towards that. So that's just a tough part for me. I don't know. I just need to make sure that I'm not. It sounds fucked, but I don't think it's fucked anymore. Like it's, I got to make sure that I'm not giving away all of my time for free, and I'm definitely not. I just need to make sure that it never gets that way. And I love consulting. I love giving my knowledge out like that. But I also, there's different ways to do it. Like you could do a one-on-one, obviously, and hopefully get paid for that. But you could also do monetize your bigger content. And I'm not doing that enough. Like I'm not filming and uploading to YouTube enough shit. But I am uploading on the other channels, the FBP and the AM and PM channels. So I don't know, just a lot of shit. I'm enjoying it. I'm exhausted. This has been a fucking weekend, crazy weekend, a good weekend for the second half of the days. First half of the days, like, again, whatever. But I don't know. I'm really enjoying it. I know that we're moving forward. I know that we're having some really good conversations. I know that we're meeting a lot of great people, learning a lot of good stuff. And I'm excited. I love sharing this every night, almost every night with you guys. And again, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. And yeah, we're just gonna keep on going here, because this is the right thing to do for me. Like, this is absolutely the right thing to do. Not everybody has to do it, but like, you need to find what's right for you to do. 100% believe that. Self-awareness, try to figure it out. Take some responsibility, take some ownership of your life, and just do what the fuck you need to do. If it's sitting in a cubicle, then you do that. If it's not sitting in a cubicle, if it's doing something else, then you need to fucking do that, because you're going to be miserable if you don't. I mean, I know I was, and I've made some changes, and now I'm not. So it's that simple. I mean, it's really that simple when it comes down to it. You can dramatize it all you want. You can get emotional about it, but you got to take action. You got to do what you want to do. And, it's scary, but ultimately, it's worth it. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. And, yeah, so I appreciate it, guys. I really do. Thank you so much for the support. We're moving forward. Every day we're progressing. We're fueled by progress. So, yeah. But I'm either going to go to sleep, I'm going to make a bad decision and play some Call of Duty, or I don't know, I'm just going to sit here and try to do some more work. I don't know. We haven't figured it out yet, but tomorrow's going to be a great day. We're going to work on some finance stuff. We have a bunch of things to tackle. We got to film an AM and the PM episode, because we don't have one yet for this week. And yeah, so lots of stuff going on. But again, as always, I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I should 99.9% chance see you tomorrow.